I've been playing music for many years now, and there are some practice techniques that have remained tried and true for me and hundreds of students that I've taught in the past. In this video, I want to share with you 5 practice techniques that I guarantee will save you hours of practice time. All the techniques that we go over today come directly from my course with jazz lesson videos entitled Better Practice Techniques for Rapid Growth, where I share with you 5 hours of instructional footage containing workouts for technique, sound exercises, jazz repertoire building, a guide to internalizing vocabulary, and a deep dive into exactly how to memorize everything you practice. It also comes with a PDF workbook, so if you're interested in the full course package, you can find the link in the description below and use code PRACTICE25 for $25 off. Also, I am now officially part of the Text Lesson Studios here at Jazz Lesson Videos. This is where Chad LB and now I can send you personalized monthly jazz assignments to target your musical goals, personalized feedback of your playing to accelerate your progress, give you access to directly ask us a question anytime, and also a brand new feature where I'll host a weekly online hang with the Text Lesson Studios for all of us to check in and create an international yet close community feel. We'll even bring on various esteemed jazz guest artists twice a month to come join us on these live studio hangs. If you're interested in joining us at the Text Lesson Studios, you can also find the link to those details in the description below and use code TLS50 for 50% off your first month. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into the first exercise of today's video, which comes from the time exercise section of the Practice Techniques course. This is going to strengthen your time and your time feel, develop your rhythmic repertoire, and it's also just really fun. This one is to commit a specific rhythm over the entire course of a tune while improvising your own note choices. Here's an example of this rhythm. Da, 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 repeated over and over the tune Solar. So that was a 1-bar rhythm, but you can also do longer rhythms too. For example, let's do this 2-bar rhythm. Da 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 da. Pretty fun. Now, if you want to make this really challenging, you can borrow a rhythm from another time signature and see if you can survive. For an example, here's a 3/4 rhythm. Da 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 da. And this is what it will sound like over 4/4 bar. Da 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 da. Let's try this one over Solar. Great, so the next exercise is a voice leading exercise that can be found in the repertoire section of the Practice Techniques course. This one really helps with internalizing chord progressions and as well as construct lines that conventionally nail those changes at the right time. This one is to play the roots of every chord and voice lead their thirds and sevenths at the same time. Here's how this exercise would sound over Ladybird. Now you can also flip those guide tones and invert them, and it'll give you another variation of the exercise. Awesome. So the third exercise today comes from the vocabulary section of the full course. This is to take transcribed material, master in 12 keys, and then spam it over everywhere that it will work within a tune. For example, here's a 2-5-1 line from Charlie Parker. First up, master in 12 keys. This part usually takes a few days, sometimes even weeks. After that, now spam them. For example, let's spam them over the bridge of Cherokee. This process over time really helps these lines to authentically show up in your improvisation when you least expect it. Cool. So the fourth exercise I want to share with you today comes from the types of memory section of the course. This is for when you're working on a brand new line that's sort of tricky and you really want to solidify it into your memory. Let's say you just transcribed this bird line. From that point, then in any order that you feel like, try these three things to that line. 1, write it out and break it down. The process itself of writing it out is the real reward here. This strengthens a type of memory that science calls declarative memory. Okay, so I just finished writing it out, so how can we completely break it down? So we start on a pickup note on the flat 7 of F sharp minor 7, the 2 chord, and then we're going to go down the arpeggio but add a ninth in there. So we have 1, flat 3, 5, and flat 7 plus the ninth here. And we're just going to walk down this shape for the entire measure. Now Charlie Parker voice leads up a whole step onto the 3rd of our 5 chord, B dominant 7. And from here we have this diminished structure from the 3rd. This gives us the sound of a rootless B7 flat 9. Or you can just think 3, 5, flat 7, flat 9. This flat 9 pulls us onto the root on this beat 3 here of our B7 chord. And we dip down and play a 3-note diatonic enclosure around the 3rd, this target on the E major 7 chord, our 1 major 7 chord. Now from here, we go down the E major triad, but before we arrive to the 5th, the B, we play this nice bebop major scale sound, where we have a major 6 and then a chromatic passing tone down to the 5th. From here, we diatonically walk down till we land on the 3rd once more, and then we go up an embellished version of a rootless E major 9 sound. You can also think of this as the upper structure 3 chord, so this is a G sharp minor 7 sound, which gives you this chords 3, 5, 7, and 9. And we finally resolve on the root to end it all off. So yes, this was a lot. Of course, I'm highly doubtful that Charlie Parker was thinking of this in the moment. However, I'm really confident that if Charlie Parker sat down and looked at this line with us, he would be able to break it down this deeply and even more deeply, because he truly was a genius. Great, so now the second thing to do is to sing the notes while playing the chords on the piano. If you don't have a piano, a drone will work just fine. Just make the drone sound a tonic and that will get the job done. Sing every note in free time, no tempo, 1 pitch at a time. This strengthens a kind of memory called auditory memory. Flat 7, 5, flat 3, 9, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 5, flat 7, flat 9, 1, 3, 4, flat 7, 3, 1, 6, chromatic abrupt tone, 5, go up an octave, 5, 4, 3, 5, 7, root, 9, root. And the third thing is to finger the notes silently. No pitch, no sound, purely rely on your physical movement. This strengthens your muscle memory by dialing in how does it physically feel to play this line. After all 3 of these, go ahead and seal the deal by just playing the line as normal, a few more repetitions. and then put it all away for the day. And I bet you, the next day is going to feel so much easier. Amazing. So the final technique of today's video comes from the flexibility section of the course, and this is a technique called rhythmic augmentation. I actually learned this many years ago from a classical violinist, and it is extremely useful when practicing jazz. It improves your overall accuracy on any line that you're working on. So what is it? You're going to take a line that you're working on, like this one. And then we'll practice it in many different rhythms that should feel pretty unnatural. Here are some great starting rhythms that will never fail you, and usually these rhythms are enough. The shorter that you can make those fast notes, the short notes, the better. You can also do 3-note groupings like this. And then you can also do 4-note groupings, 5-note groupings, etc. And it's also helpful to try triplets and really accent the downbeats of each triplet. Da, 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 da. After doing all this, try to play that line again. 98% of the time, it's always instantly better. But the long-term benefit of doing this day by day is that you break your tempo and technical limits faster, gaining you some real dexterity. Well, alrighty everyone, that concludes today's video. I hope at least something from this video helped. And again, if you'd like to check out my full practice techniques for rapid development course, where I share dozens of more practice techniques like this for 5 hours, don't forget that you can use code PRACTICE25 for $25 off. And if you'd like to join Chad LB and I in the Text Lesson Studios, don't forget to use code TLS50 for $50 off your first month. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, please consider leaving a like and subscribe below as it really helps this channel grow. Till next time, everyone.